because I developed a new method of learning to speak English or any language without having to study hard, without having to remember anything. Is that possible? Yes, it is. Well, it's easy for me to say, but it's true. It's possible. So, what is this special secret? What name am I giving it? Secret language? I've got a name for it in my book called I Magic English, which is as good as anything, I guess. But how to start? Well, how can you speak your own language? Do you think about what to say and what words you're going to use, or do you just open your mouth and out it comes? One thing strikes me with this live stream is right now I'm talking into the camera, which seems strange because I feel I ought to be talking to my own self on the screen. But if I do that, it makes it look as though I'm looking down and not at you. Wonder if there's an answer for that. So, what is this special secret? The secret to learning a new language without hard study and without having to try to remember anything. Is it real? Well, it took me a long time to discover this method or to develop this method. And I remember sitting in my lounge, my armchair, with bits of paper of different ideas strewn around. Strewn, S-T-R-E-W-N. Not often used, but it's very worthwhile. These papers were strewn, laid out in random fashion across the floor. And I just kept looking at these bits of paper, thinking if I look for long enough, the answer will appear to me. And lo and behold, it came to me. I discovered the secret of all language. You see, language is like a Christmas tree. Every Christmas, so many people around the world buy a Christmas tree, or they go out to the woods and they chop one down. And they bring it home and they stick it in a pot and they just leave it there. Correct? Not correct. Incorrect. Because it's just a bare Christmas tree, not very interesting. So what people do is to decorate the tree with lights and baubles and all sorts of colored things that make the tree look interesting. So why is that like language? Well, let me explain. Are you still with me? I can see I've only got one person watching this live stream, which is probably me, but let's keep going. If you take a sentence in any language, let's speak English because that's where I'm from, England. And let's take a sentence like, he rides a bike. Now that makes perfect sense, doesn't it? It's you're saying who it is. It's a he. What he's doing, he rides. And then what is he riding? He rides a bike. Simple. Now, that sentence makes sense, but it's pretty boring. It's dead. It's like a Christmas tree without any decorations. So, how can we decorate this sentence? Well, we can add all sorts of decorations. For example, you can say, he rides a green bike. Well, that's something, a bit of color. What else can we do? He rides his favorite green bike. He rides his favorite green bike every Monday. He rides his favorite green bike to school every Monday with his friends. He often rides his favorite green bike to school every Monday. These are lots of different kinds of parts of the language that explains the detail of that sentence. He very carefully rides his favorite green bike to school on Mondays. These are all decorations. It's the same sentence, he rides a bike. It's a bare Christmas tree, but you've decorated it by adding all these adverbs, adjectives, pronouns, and other pieces of information. So, first of all, it was a simple statement. He rides a bike, and it's now decorated with lots of other information. He often rides his favorite green bike every Monday. Now, but it's still the same sentence. He rides a bike. It's what I call a positive statement. He rides a bike. So if we have a positive statement, we can have a negative statement. He doesn't ride a bike. What else can we have? How about a positive question? Does he ride a bike? How about a negative question? Doesn't he ride a bike? These are all slightly different kinds of Christmas trees, bare Christmas trees, and you can decorate all of them. Doesn't he ride his favorite green bike every Monday to school? Still the same sentence. So you have a positive statement, a negative statement, a positive question, and a negative question. And that is all there is. There is nothing else that you can say in any language, even Martian. I know some of you clever dicks out there will say, oh, hang on, what about a command? You can say, ride a bike. You can command somebody to do something, like eat your dinner. But if you like, you can add that as another Christmas tree. But to me, a command is simply a positive statement with emphasis. He rides a bike. Command. He rides a bike. And usually a command is only made to the second person, that is you. So I could say, ride your bike. That's my command. It's the same as if I say, you ride a bike. I'm just saying it with emphasis. So in my view, there are still only 4 ways of saying anything: a positive statement, a negative statement, a positive question, a negative question. Is this interesting? Hope so. What do we do from there? Now we've broken down language into its common denominating factor. What can we do with it? Well, wait a moment. I'm going to end the stream while I consider the next stage.